Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning in to the Disgruntled Millennial portion of the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. My name is Brett Segal, the Disgruntled Millennial, broadcasting to you live from my safe space down here in northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, your racism, your microaggressions, your patriarchy, and your white supremacy, because we don't take kindly to intolerance around these parts. Now, I have always been sort of a fan of political comedy. I grew up as in a very, very left-wing environment, and you know they're left-wingers and their folk songs and their singer-songwriter circles where they go around and they talk about, they basically pat themselves on the back and, sort of do the circular-jercular kind of thing where they sort of all just get together and brag about how much they hate conservatives. And one of the things that I sort of have evolved into is sort of the exact opposite kind of thing, political comedy, but in the conservative sense, political comedy that takes jabs at people like that who do the circular-jercular kind of thing. And I was roaming around the internet trying to find the original video of this black chick who basically says that it's okay to punch a Nazi, and anyone you see who is a Nazi, you can punch him. If you think someone is a Nazi, you can punch him. It's totally okay. This was after Richard Spencer got sucker punched in the face. Basically, he got sucker punched in the face on camera, and all these folks left-wing folks came out saying, "Oh man, yeah, the white supremacist, he got split right in the face, that white supremacist, he got what it was coming to him." And we heard all this stuff from the left, and then of course Bill Maher. Just this whole punch a Nazi phenomenon went all the way up to the top of Hollywood, where, now we're having a debate whether or not we could just go around punching people who we think are Nazis. We're not talking about the concentration camp, Zyklon B pellets, gas chamber Nazis. We're talking about people who have racial preferences. I think racial preferences are pretty stupid, but I guess to each his own. So I was looking for this video of this lady basically saying it's totally okay to punch a Nazi. I came across this really, really amazing song. It's got like 300 views on YouTube. I don't know if this is the original. Who knows? Maybe there's maybe the original guy uploaded it. It has millions somewhere and everyone has heard it. But I heard this song and it's absolutely brilliant. There's just a couple hundred views. I feel like it's one of those little, like one of the internet's little best kept secrets. I'm going to play it for you right now. It's a little long, but it's hilarious.
Saw on the news today that it's okay to punch a Nazi, so I've been looking for them everywhere I go. I wanna do my part to curb the spread of racist violence, signal my virtues to the others so they'll know that my brothers and my sisters, we are all united against violence, except for if it's violence against someone we don't like. Vehicular homicide is completely justified as long as it's against someone who's part of the alt-right, right? Hey, there's a Nazi, let's go punch him in the face. Man, that felt great, look at the racist blood all over the place. Whoops, turns out his MAGA hat was really just a plain old red hat. Honest mistake, I thought you were Third Reich, sir. Sorry about that, but Nazis are everywhere. You just gotta believe in them and they'll beat to you right out of thin air. Look, there's a group over there. Bunch of skinhead cancer patients who are dying cause of Obamacare, holding up their signs and protesting. I pull out my Nazi punching fists and then I start to swing at anyone right wing. So go punch a Nazi, you can find them everywhere. Just look for their white skin, their blue eyes, and their light blonde hair. Wait, that's Norwegians. Tell me, what do Nazis look like again? Screw it, just punch anyone who supports Donald Trump then. There's over 60 million all over the land, not protesting the president and ignoring CNN. And every single one of them are Nazis, this I know. Even the black and Jewish ones, the news just told me so. Hey, there's a Nazi, let's go punch him in the face. Look at him sig-heiling like he wants a master race. So I run up and sucker punch him with everything I have. Whoops, turns out that it was just a girl hailing a cab. Shit, I'm sorry ma'am, I didn't mean to break your jaw. I just saw a Nazi where there wasn't one. This isn't fun, why can't I find them? While the news spews interviews and skews my confused point of view. To not see humanity as one, label everyone and then divide them into groups that we can assault. So go punch a Nazi, you can find one if you try. Look for a swastika or really any straight white guy. You'll feel so great as their blood's gushing down their face. That's what they get for being of a different race. So grab your bats and Antifa flags and pepper spray some old white hag. Don't worry, you're a liberal, so you can't be a fascist. That's the term we relegate to all the white folks that we hate. Oh, and we're not a hate group, only white folks can be racist. So let's round up all the Nazis and put them all in camps to concentrate on what they did wrong, voting for Donald Trump. Let's take all their property, redistribute it to you and me. We'll have a perfect world once we eliminate their scum. So punch all the white people, I mean a Nazi Freudian slip. Exterminate the white race, I mean resist, hail Soros, oh shit. What's happening to me? I'm filled with so much racist hatred.
Okay, comrades, simmer down, we've got a lot to go through today. It's only going to be a couple days until Ann Coulter shows up at Berkeley to spew her fascism, and we are going to give her a good old Antifa welcome. When you walked in, you should have gotten a piece of paper with a recommended list of things that you're going to need while going to our local events. Remember, we are all about free speech, but free speech has its limits. You can't say things that are going to hurt other people's feelings. That's fascism, and that should be against the law. And if the cops are not going to protect us from this awful, terrible speech that hurts our feelings, then we have to defend ourselves. So make sure you bring your glass bottles, knives, brass knuckles, and anything that you could possibly use as a projectile to throw at these awful, terrible, disgusting, nasty people. We stand against hate in all of its forms. Remember, anytime you're going to fight fascism, you need your strength. You need your energy. So always remember, stock up on chips, lollipops. But remember, no crackers and no milk. Nothing that represents white supremacy or toxic male whiteness. Also, whenever you're fighting capitalism, you need that extra push. You need to bring your energy drinks, Rockstar, Monster, but no Red Bull. No Red Bull at all. We do not want to be insensitive to our Native American comrades. And the worst thing you can do to a Native American is to drink Red Bull, because that's cultural appropriation. What we do is we fight capitalism and white supremacy by going to the grocery store, and instead of choosing to buy Red Bull, we choose to buy Monster and we choose to buy Rockstar. That is how an Antifa fights capitalism and white supremacy. Of course, you can't forget your bear mace. Bear mace is absolutely recommended just in case you see any Trump supporters or any free speech advocates talking to the press. If you see someone talking to a camera, reach out from the crowd and mace the bitch. And remember, this is very, very important. Only target white people during the protest. We don't want to target any people of color. And if a fascist retaliates or even gets close to you, remember, drop to the floor, yell rape, cry, or anything that will look good on camera. You could become a celebrity. And if for any reason you run out of weapons, look for rocks, bricks, or street signs to kick down. You have to remember this. These fascists don't even believe in man-made global warming. So what you need to do is you need to kick down a garbage can, take out the empty bottles, take out some bagels, take out some wads of paper, and throw it at them, okay? They need to understand that environmentalism is an important thing, and if we need to litter in order to show them that, then so be it. Climate change deniers might as well be rapists and murderers, so we need to show these people what Antifa does with rapists and murderers. You know what we do? We fuck them in the ass without their permission, and then we kill them. It's the Antifa way. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to one of our biggest supporters, Berkeley's mayor, Jesse Arulwin. Okay, man. Thank you so much, Antifa Berkeley, for participating in this fine event.
We are going to make sure that Berkeley is always a sanctuary city and make sure that we are all friendly towards the Antifa movement. I want to offer a reward to anyone who gets a shot at Gavin Mejinis. Gavin Mejinis is the founder of the Proud Boys, and they are our biggest threat to Antifa movement. These fascist Proud Boys are causing lots of problems for us here in Berkeley. Okay, we cannot tolerate that. And nothing would make me happier than to see that Gavin Mejinis be punched in his stupid face. Okay, man? It's time to go kill some Nazis.
Of course, leftist hypocrisy never ceases to disgust me, and I'm sure it never ceases to disgust you. Again, this is Brett Segal, live from Jacksonville. We'll be back in a minute.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.